Monica's sister's a hater. And I hate to talk about anyone's sister because if somebody talks about my sister, I'm going to war. But Monica's sister needs to be dealt with. And I hope that after watching this back, she can see her sister does not like her. Once I heard that story that the sister's boyfriend was actually interested in Monica first, it told me everything that I needed to know. Monica's sister is jealous of her. She's envious of her. She's mad at her. I'm sure that cannot feel good to know that the man that you're with actually wanted your sister first and she didn't want him, so she slid him to you and you took him. You're bad. When she was like, I'm the older sister, so I feel like I should be getting married first. Again, you're bad. He's not your type. He's not the right personality for you. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I actually found the two of them very enjoyable to watch. At first, in the first couple of episodes, they annoyed me and I didn't get their energy. But these next batch of episodes, I found them to be quite enjoyable. I thought they were super cute. I thought their personalities matched really well together. But what the hell was that sister talking about? He just seems like a really good actor. Girl, you have known him 5 whole minutes. You a hater, bro. And I love how Joey handled it. Like, he was able to identify right away that she was jealous of her and was like, your sister has some unresolved issues with you. Like, you need to talk to her. Like, I'll talk to her, but you need to talk to her first. You better stop playing with Monica before she take her man back and you ain't gonna have one no more, sister. I'm just kidding. Not really. Anyway, I feel like Monica and Joey really grew on me. They seem like the only couple that's like really giddy with each other, really like happy to be around each other. Like, they are really cute to me. I think before I was just being a hater. You can definitely see where Monica gets her energy. Her family had a lot of energy except for that sister. Her sister was a trifling hater. Joey fit right into the family with the fam jam session. I just found their whole entire storyline, these next 3 episodes, entirely cute. Almost too cute. Don't fuck it up, Joey. I'm just saying. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then back to the trifling sister. I'm sorry, I can't get off her. And then when the mom was like, you guys are really cute together. And then the sister was like, are we cute? Are we cute? What about me? What about me? I have an older sister like that, actually. But like, yeah. Nah, Monica, you need to cut her off. You guys either really need to go to therapy or you need to cut her off. And then when Joey was joking around that the, boyfriend still wanted Monica, the sister was not laughing. Like, everybody else was laughing. The sister's face was like, because it's the truth. Anyway, I did find them really enjoyable to watch these next 3 episodes. I found myself smiling and shit. I was like, what the hell are you smiling at? This ain't even your mother relationship. Anyway, but I did find them very cute. I think that they pair well together. I think they look good together. And I think the sister's a hater. Dave's a freaking douchebag. If you don't like the girl, you could just leave. You don't have to take a little situation and blow it out of proportion. Make yourself feel better about your decision. But anyway, let's back it up a bit. Why the hell was Dave running around that resort asking everybody if they did the nasty? First of all, it's one thing to ask the men, but why are you going around asking the women? Like, why did you ask Virginia after you had just talked to Devin and Devin told y'all that they didn't do it? Like, why would you go ask Virginia? Did you think she was going to have a different answer? And I really think that's why he's mad at Lauren, to be quite honest. Like, you mad that she had a little cutty buddy and she ain't giving you no cutty. She told you that she couldn't do it 24 hours after a bikini wax, so you thought after 48 hours you was going to get some and you didn't get none. So Dave thinking he's somehow better than somebody because he hasn't had a girlfriend in 4 years, but he's dated. Like, he hasn't had a boyfriend either, but she's dated. That's literally what she told you she was doing. Pissed me off this episode because he seemed like he was just trying to find an issue with Lauren. Like, did y'all notice that when he went to Taylor when they were in Honduras, it seemed like he was trying to complain to her and then Taylor clocked his ass and then he like backed down? It just seems like he doesn't like her and he's trying to find any excuse to wiggle out of his relationship with her instead of just saying, I don't like you. The same way he did with Molly. He wasn't able to just say, hey, I'm picking Lauren. He tried to wiggle out of it and make Molly actually say it. Grow up here, Dave. And the sister shit is weird. I'm sorry. Like, why does your sister's opinion matter so much? How did your sister magically find out about all the information going on? Like, I was so confused when he was like, I don't know if my sister's calmed down or she's wondering if I'm chasing a reality TV girl. Like, you're a reality TV guy. Like, you're the douche here, not Lauren. Maybe you should marry your sister. I talk about my sister a lot, but goddamn, okay? Honestly, the two of them got a lot of airtime. Was it just me? I feel like they took up like 70% of the episodes. Let's get back to this Lauren having a little cuddy buddy situation. Now, I made a previous video because the guy kind of revealed who he was on his own on social media. So everybody knows who we're talking about now at this point. But the implication, like, that Dave keeps trying to maximize the situation, like, oh, well, she had a boyfriend going into this. Like, no, she didn't have a boyfriend. She's telling you exactly what it was. She had a friends with benefit situation. She didn't really have have to tell you about it at all. I guess your nosy ass friends was all up in her beeswax. The guy told all the beeswax so you would know about it, but she was very forthcoming about the situation, in my opinion. So he thinks that Lauren's minimizing the situation instead of taking her side and listening to her truth. He's not even considering that his friends might be maximizing the situation. Oh, and my sister knows now. Now my sister knows that you were with this guy. I'm sorry, Dave. Forget your sister. Forget your sister. Okay, because how did she find out? Because you told her? Because you told her. If you want to leave, just leave, Dave, because why the hell wouldn't you let Lauren talk to your friends about what's going on? Because y'all got so much to say about my cootie cat. Like, let me tell you what's going on. Let me tell you what's up, since you know more about my than I do, okay? And that's where we left off with these two. It's like, you're still talking about it. You're still exaggerating. Why don't you just listen to what the hell I have to say? Let me talk to your friends who think that they know more than I do. And let's put this thing to rest. Yes, I had a friends with benefits before I came here. Big whoop. A friends with benefit is not going to stop me from meeting my husband. You just mad because you didn't have no friends with benefits. You just mad because you not getting no benefits. Let's just keep it a stack, Dave. Anyway, if you want to know more about this friends with benefits that Lauren had, he did reveal himself on Instagram. I made a whole separate video about it. He's been posting some things about how he's going to reveal his side and how he's going to talk. But I do believe Lauren's side is the correct side. I don't think she would go on national TV and lie, although I don't put nothing past nobody. It's usually the trifling men that do something like that. I don't see Lauren doing anything like that because women just don't have that capacity. So let me not give nobody too much benefit of the doubt, because you never know and love is blind. I believe that Lauren was very forthcoming about what was going on. You could tell she was really emotional about it. She couldn't tell why this was such a big deal. And the reason why it's such a big deal is because Dave is trying to find an out. That's my opinion. Like, you just want an out, and just man up and say it. Anyway, what did you guys think of Dave and Lauren's storyline these next 3 episodes? It's getting good, right? It's picking up. It's getting better. Ben's got a zest for life, all right, if you catch my drift. I find him to be quite annoying. Like, I can't stand his voice. I can't stand his mannerisms. I can't stand nothing about him. I can't stand the fact that you only wash your hair once every 2 weeks. Like, sir, that shit probably greasy AF. He's so fake to me. Every scene that I see him in, he just seems so disingenuous. It's so obvious he's faking for the cameras. You're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. You're the only girl I've ever imagined in a wedding dress, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so in this next drop, their big drama is the whole TikTok thing. By the way, Sarah's gasp to acting like she's seen that TikTok for the first time was so fake. She was like, like, it was so fake. Anyway, we knew that was going to be on this season. If you guys don't know the TikTok that they're talking about, there's this girl. Her TikTok name is Andra. Like, she goes by Andra. She's actually a really big creator on this app. She posted that video crying, which clearly caught the attention of producers. She was talking about Ben. We told you guys that a long time ago on our podcast. So Ben basically says that he hasn't seen the girl in 4 years, that they went on a few dates, and that she's overreacting. He says they met on Tinder, that they never hooked up, that he can't really remember what happened with the two of them, but that he ghosted her. So actually, Andra posted a follow-up video today, which she has since deleted because it's no longer there. She blocked me, so I can't see the videos, but that don't never stop me from seeing nothing because it was sent to me. So it's deleted now, but the gist of what she said in the video was this. She literally admits that she only went on 2 dates with Ben. She said they went out on a first date, and then on the second date, she's described it as the worst date of her life, and that her friends actually had to come pick her up and save her, and that Ben hit on one of her friends. But the way she was crying in her original video, you guys, which I think she still has it posted, you would have thought that she dated this man for years upon years and that he did her raggedy, that he did her filthy. So for her to admit that she had only been on 2 dates with him was quite wild. She admits in her video that she overreacted. She says that the reason she was crying is because all of the other women that came forward and shared their stories with her, she says she was crying from those things she heard from them, not based on her own experience with Ben, but based on the stories she heard about other women's experiences with Ben. She said that she made it extra dramatic to get production's attention because she did make that video when production was filming, and I guess she got their attention. But still, it was extremely misleading for somebody who only had 2 dates with him. You not saying that he's not shitty, because I have heard stories from other women, and yes, Ben is allegedly very, very shitty. He's a douchebag. He's a fuckboy. He's, bad news. She was making videos all year about this. Like, something traumatic really happened to her. You guys, I made a recap video of her video because that's what I do. Like, when something's going viral, especially when it has to do with Love is Blind, I cover it. So I made a recap video just stating what she said in her video. I'll tag my recap video. When I tell you that she went off on me, like she left a real nasty comment, then she blocked me. So I DM'd her on Instagram like, hey girl, like, did I say something to offend you? Like, why did you block me? And she like literally went off like, you're using victim stories for likes and views. And so for me, for her to refer to herself as a victim, and you went on 1.5 dates with him, and he ghosted you 4 years ago, and you acting like you had some traumatic experience with him, was literally diabolical to me. That's probably why she deleted the video, because she was getting eaten up. Because she made 2 videos, actually. She made 2 videos crying over this man like something really salacious happened. I feel like if that was a reaction to somebody else's story, she should have been forthcoming, and she should have shared that story if, obviously, if the people who came to her allowed her to share that story. But for you to have that reaction and act like it was your direct experience with him, diabolical, psychotic. That's in no way defending Ben, saying that he's not an asshole, because I believe he truly is, just based on the YouTube card alone and all of the other stories that I've heard about him. He ain't shit, and he's faking for Sarah. Sarah definitely needs to run, but that TikTok girl was not the one to do it, because she was not forthcoming about her story about Ben. Now, I do hear that Ben has quite the reputation around Minneapolis. He's dated a lot of women. A lot of women do have experiences with him. Unfortunately, this TikTok girl was not one of them. I do hear that it does get back to Sarah, and that plays a role in their whole outcome. I love that Sarah, even with Ben's explanation, said, I'm not going to just dismiss what she's saying. I'm not just going to believe what you're saying and dismiss what she's saying. This is probably one that she could have dismissed. But I love that Sarah was like, nah, like I'ma hear these women out. Anyway, what did you guys think of Ben and Sarah's storyline in the whole TikTok drama of it all? Did you guys catch Andra's follow-up video, or did you guys miss it? Because it's not up anymore. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I like them. They are actually very sweet together, and Virginia just seems like such a sweet soul. She seems like such a calm, welcome, pure soul. You can tell she ain't been hurt enough and still got trust in these things. You know what I'm saying? Because all the sweetness that she has, I've lost. I definitely found them cute. I felt like she was attracted to him. At first at the reveal, I couldn't tell. Obviously, she was just a little nervous. That's why she said, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Did you guys see that she changed her bio and it says, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's so funny. That's so funny. Her thank yous were so sweet. I found them to be very cute. I don't feel like they got a lot of airtime, which that sucks. I feel like all of the airtime these couples episodes went to Lauren and Dave. So I still feel like we haven't seen much of them, but what we have seen of them, I think it's sweet. I still think that Virginia's too much of a grown-ass, badass bitch for Devin, but I think they're sweet. They're both so calm. They're both so zen. They probably have candles and crystals and plants and shit, She definitely seems more comfortable. Her personality is coming out a lot more. And I don't find her to be boring at all. I mean, in the first couple episodes, maybe she was probably getting used to the camera and stuff, but I find them to be very cute and comfortable around each other. And I do think that they're both attracted to one another. And I do think that they look really good together, but there's still something that I'm like, it's not even, she's up here, offs, As far as the prenup goes, I feel like a prenup is necessary, especially in this situation. She don't know this man. They've known each other for 3 weeks. I don't believe that a prenup means that you think the marriage is going to end, but at the end of the day, you don't know this man, and you got some coin you need to protect. You're going to be a millionaire. I know that's right. So I don't think that it's a big deal. Virginia does seem like she's like a 50-50 type woman, which I hate that for her, because bitch, you could find you a baller, okay? You is fine. You could find somebody to pay all them bills. But I get it. That used to be me too, sis. Whatever my man needs, I'm here to support him. Fuck all that. 6 kids, Virginia? Fuck no. Anyway, I find them both very cute, very genuine, very pure, very angelic, if one might say, And last but not least, Taylor and Daniel, we just breezed right over that whole Instagram stalker mess. I think he handled it really well. I actually would have raised a few eyebrows. I'd have been like, so you thought I was a stalker? You thought that's what kind of guy I was? I thought he handled it very nicely. He must really love her. I think that they're very cute together. I think that they mesh very well together. I love that their parents met each other. I do think that production hyped that up just for it to be nothing. I like the fact that Daniel was even like, maybe I did. Like, I don't think I did, but maybe I did. Like, he's sweet. He definitely gives golden retriever energy, but you know, I don't trust nobody. It just hurt. Anyway, yeah, I don't have much to say about them. I think they are our typical, traditional, boring, happy couple that we get every season. And I love that for them. So go Taylor and Daniel. What did you guys think about this batch of episodes? I feel like it was much better than the first 6. It is picking up and it's going to get juicy next week. How are you guys feeling about the season so far? I know they lost us with the first 6 pod episodes, but I feel like they're bringing it back. I feel like they're bringing it back. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who's your favorite couple so far? So you mean to tell me that another woman of color had a connection in the pods all the way up to the engagement and they didn't show it? This information comes from an interview with NPR News that Vanessa's mom actually did, where Vanessa, who we saw get no screen time, literally not 1 second, actually had a connection with Adam, and they made it all the way up to the engagement day and then broke it off. Now, I did notice Adam in the end episode still in the lounge, and it's because they had a connection and they broke things off, kind of like Madison and Alex broke things off when they decided not to get engaged. That's what happened with these two. They made it all the way up to engagement day and he decided that he wasn't ready to get engaged. So they called it quits, but they actually went back home and dated for a little bit. Vanessa's mom also says that to go into the experiment with not a lot of high hopes because you never know what's on the other side of the wall. And she said that there were a lot of men that were white conservative and not a lot of good options for the women. Interesting. Surprise to none. However, there's been a lot of discussion about how this season has a lack of diversity, and we thought it was because of a lack of melanin on the cast, but it appears that there were some connections that could have been shown that production chose not to for whatever reason. Because Vanessa had a connection with Adam, we now know that B. Dot had a connection with Mo. So it seems like if they wanted to include some diversity, they could have. Now, I'm not going to lie. Adam fits right in with all the other guys. He looks like he could be their cousin. So he wouldn't have been no help, but I would have loved to see Vanessa's storyline, especially over that stupid little Mason, Madison, Megan, Alex shit. Y'all chose to show Alex with all the stuff swirling around about him? Big mistake. I do hear that Madison is allegedly going to be on The Perfect Match, and maybe that's why they chose to show her storyline and give her some airtime so that people knew who she was. But y'all could have cut something and showed us this, because of their situation ended just like that whole Square situation. None of them ended in an engagement, but they made it all the way up to engagement day, just like these two. One day they're going to learn what the people want. One day they're going to learn what the people want. But they haven't quite figured it out yet.